Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine. Today, we will learn about force meters and friction from Unit 6. Look at the picture. Can you name this person? He is Sir Isaac Newton, famous scientist. The unit of force is the Newton. It was named after the famous scientist Isaac Newton. He did a lot of work on forces. As we have learned in the previous lesson about forces, it means push or pull of an object. Now what is force meter? Force meter is an instrument to measure force. It measures the amount of energy applied on the object. Let's imagine, over here we have Aleksey and Planck, who decided to have foam fight to decide who is stronger. They both push on a piece of foam. Who do you think is stronger? And how would you be able to tell who is stronger, Aleksey or Planck? Using a foam allows us to see how hard Aleksey and Planck are pushing. If Planck is pushing harder than Aleksey might back up because of the stronger force that Planck is applying. If Aleksey is pushing harder, then Planck might back up because of the stronger force that Aleksey is applying. If they are not moving at all and are at the same position, it means that they are applying the same force and the forces are balanced. We cannot really measure the exact amount of how big or small forces the force that Aleksey and Planck are pushing. However, there are other ways to measure how big or small forces are, and that is by using a force meter. A force meter is a piece of equipment that measures the size of force. Force meter has three parts. Scale reading, where you are able to see how much force is being pulled, and also has a spring and some weight attached at the bottom. In this example, apple is used as a weight, and we are measuring how much force an apple is pulling using a force meter. This is how to use a force meter. Look at the picture. There is a nut at the top of the force meter. Make sure to turn the nut to check the force meter is set to 0. After that, you will see a little hook at the bottom. You will have to put the object on the hook in the force meter and put your eye level with the pointer and read the scale. Friction. Friction is another force that is all around us. Friction occurs whenever objects are in contact with each other. For example, push a toy car or a ball or any other object on a plane surface. It will gradually slow down and stop after some time. A force which slows down a moving object is called frictional force. The force of friction is less on a smooth surface and more on a rough surface. For example, push a box over a rough surface and then push the same on the smooth surface. You will notice that it is easier to push the box on the smooth surface because the force of friction is less on a smooth surface than on a rough surface. Friction can start and stop moving things. Example, friction enables you to walk. You need a friction between the floor and your shoes to help you start walking. There is friction between the bottom of your shoe and the floor, which help your shoe to grip the floor surfaces that stop you from sliding. If there was no friction between the floor and your shoes, then there will be no grip and you will constantly fall as if you are walking on ice. Friction is a force that acts when two surfaces rub together. Some materials cause more friction than others. Surfaces that are rough is equal to more friction, and surfaces that are smooth is equal to less friction. That brings me to the end of the topic forces and movement. Thank you for your attention. Stay safe.